Hello Libra, this is going to be a reading for March 14th through 20th. There's a full moon on Friday the 18th, just so you know. I've already pulled some cards for you this week, Libra. Let's dive in. We've got a couple of tens here. I mean, it feels like a situation. I don't know what it is for you yet. But anyway, so in your motivation this week, we have the Seven of Wands. Literally just, standing up for what you believe in, or feeling like you are going to need to do that. Or trying to get a handle on exactly what those beliefs are so that you can defend them. Feeling a little defensive, it feels like. It also looks like there's some kind of ending here. And you're trying to figure out what it is that you believe in all of this. And whatever this ending is, you're trying to figure out where you stand and where you should stand and what you shouldn't let other people tell you is the real thing. And I'm going to leave that there. That's your motivation this week. In your outside influences, we have the Six of Swords. It just seems as though your outside influence is safe harbor. Like surrounding you, there is an opportunity to get away from the chaos, and which is great because, sometimes we need that. We need that sanctuary. We need the calm. We need to be able to see the calm shores over there when we're in the rough waters. We're like, okay, I know it exists. It's right there. I can see it. And so you're surrounded by an energy that it's supportive in a way that it's like, look, you can get out. Like, you can do this. You can do this, but also you are surrounded by your safe harbor. So don't worry. I suppose this feels a little heavy. Maybe a little bit. It feels like there's an ending, and it feels a little bit like there's also a choice to be made, or some juggling to anyway, let's move forward. So in your recent past, we have the Hermit. Definitely some solitude, probably some internal looking within and really trying to find some information there with whatever this is. And the recent, or not recent, but the present situation, we have the Ten of Cups crossed by the Ace of Cups. So it's kind of a lovely energy, actually. There's not much of a challenge here. So this will be the challenge, the Ace of Cups. The Ten of Cups is you presently, and you're trying to make that happiness. You're trying to either you're faking it, you're faking the happiness, but it doesn't seem like you are, because you have the Ace of Cups here, so it feels genuine. It seems like those really are your emotions. You really are happy. Maybe you're trying to convince yourself a little bit here with some of these other cards, but generally this, presently you're like, I'm happy. It's fine. Like something is and it is a 10, right? So that's one of the 10s that we're talking about here. And considering you have another Ten of Swords in a different position, a particular position, I would say that this is an ending. This is an ending to something that you created. In another deck, I love the artwork. It's a family of geese, right? And they have these 10 eggs in front of them, and they're all cracked, and behind them are their children flying away. So it's the ending of that, right? It's like they did something amazing together, and it's the loveliest 10. It's the loveliest ending of all the 10s in the deck, right? It's the most beautiful way that something could end, because it's something that you're proud of. It's like your children and your legacy, and you're sharing happiness with the world. So that's you presently. And like I said, what crosses you is the Ace of Cups. And if anything, what your challenge here could be is that you kind of have an idea, like say your children are leaving, or any kind of energy like that, or you're letting something fly away. Like maybe you had a business and you're like, fly little business. So like, okay, I let you go, whatever it is. The challenge here could be that the new start is a little bit of a, it's a little uncomfortable. So the challenge could be seeing that new start. The fact that something ends doesn't mean that everything is ending. It means that now there's a new beginning. So don't forget that part. I would say, let's move in here. So in your beliefs, kind of hopes and fears, we have the devil, and it feels as though you're worried a little bit about falling into some sort of like habit, falling into some sort of, I mean, you know, I don't want to say the word addiction, but maybe for some of you, right? You're a little worried about that. And it's kind of on your mind, and it's holding you a little bit hostage, a tiny bit. And you can let that go. You don't have to hold on to that. It also feels like, you know, you could be worried, especially with the Emperor over here, you could be worried about a person showing up and ruining everything. A particular person, like someone who thinks they're the boss of you for whatever reason. Maybe they are. I don't know. So there's that. It's a little uncomfortable, and, you know, it's a belief, so it doesn't mean that it's real, necessarily. It just means that it's a belief of yours, so to be aware of it. And you know, you don't have to believe it. You don't have to. What doesn't work for you this week is the Emperor. And so now that we just talked about the devil, here is the Emperor, which could, you know, relate. It really could. So what doesn't work for you this week could be to not listen to that boss that you are worried about, like coming in and ruining everything. It's about not recognizing the authority over you, but it also could be that this is you, and it's asking you to not be in, like, not control everything, not be too controlling. That's what's not working for you this week. What does work for you this week is the Ten of Swords. So what does work for you this week is whatever that Ten of Cups thing is, to let it end. Yeah, I'm trying to show you. There we go. It's a rough one. The Ten of Swords, like, while the Ten of Cups is the loveliest way that something can end, the Ten of Swords is the most annoying way that something can end. And it feels like, so it seems as though you have the Ten of Cups in your present situation, and that's the loveliest way that this thing is ending, whatever it is. With that Devil card in your beliefs, it's almost like this is in your head. It's almost as if you're making it out to be this kind of horrible, uncomfortable, shitty death, you know, transition, whatever, death, rebirth. When what it actually is that Ten of Cups, and it actually is beautiful. So what does work, though, is to just let it go. Just let that go. Whatever this is, let it die. You know, it's death and rebirth. It's not like everything is going to be done forever. It's, as you know, it's moving into that Ace of Cups. It's moving into something new. In your near future, we have the Two of Pentacles, and you know, this does feel like a choice. It's almost as if you can choose, like I just said, you can choose whether you want the ending to be the lovely Ten of Cups happiness ending, or whether you want, you know, Ten Swords stabbed into whatever it is that's ending. You get to choose. But you could also just be, like, this could be the fact that you don't want it to end. You don't want it to end, but you know you have to start new. And it's just this choice, and it's another belief that you're just going to have to either accept or choose. You know, you have to choose whether you want that ending to be horrible, or whether you're just going to let it go. And it's okay, you know. It's a little rough, but this also is just 1 week. All this stuff in 1 week. Who knows? So, anyway. In your outcome, we have the Magician. And the Magician is, you know, he's the manifester, right? He's creating magic. And he's taking all of these beliefs and he's changing them into whatever he wants. He's taking all the tools around him and he's creating whatever he wants. It's up to him. You know, it is up to him to make the choice whether his reality is uncomfortable or lovely. So it's up to you. It almost feels like this is a part of that choice, that Two of Pentacles, and it's asking you to create it yourself. You are going to manifest whatever it is that you manifest. So you're pretty powerful. So remember that. Could be a warning. Could be like a hurrah. Hurrah. Huzzah? I don't know. Well, that's what I have for you, Libra. I feel like I should leave it there. Part of me wants to like address some of the other cards, but I'm going to leave it there. Let's pull a 4 Agreements card for you to see which 4 agreement would best help you to get through the energies of this week. All right. We have be impeccable with your word. Let go of self-judgment and blame. It does feel like you're a little in your head this week. Don't talk to yourself like that. Be impeccable with your word. Being impeccable, you take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself for anything. Good advice, Libra. That's what I have for you this week, Libra. As I have said before, this is a practice. For more on what that means, you can check out the description below. I'm not a master. This is my practice. Please like and subscribe. I'm a growing channel. It super helps. Join my team. And, I need subscribers. So join my team. You get to watch me grow. You get a free tarot reading every week. It'll be super fun. Promise. So thank you, Libra. Have a wonderful week. I will see you next week. Thank you.